All right, number 9 asks us to graph this function. So the first thing we want to do with these is figure out the amplitude and the period and the phase shift and the vertical shift. So for this one, the amplitude is going to be 3. It's just the absolute value of this first number out here. So the amplitude is 3. The period is going to be 2 pi, since it's sine. The normal period of sine is 2 pi. The period is 2 pi divided by b, which is 3. So 2 pi over 3 is going to be our period. The phase shift is negative c, which is this number here, divided by b. So negative 5 pi over 6 divided by 3, that's negative 5 pi over 18. And then the vertical shift is the number out back here, but there is none, so the vertical shift is just 0. And then when we go to graph this, I always start with the vertical shift. That tells me where the midline is going to be for a sine or a cosine. And so the midline is going to be just right there on the x-axis at y equals 0. And then for sine always starts on the midline, and it starts at the phase shift. So the phase shift is negative 5 pi over 18, which is close to pi over 4, which is what we have on here. It's going to be a little bit more than pi over 4. We'll just put it right there. And then, so that's our first point that we're going to plot. And then the next one, we're going to go one period, because we always end up at the same place after one period for all of these types of functions. So let's go 2/3 of pi is our period. So that, let's see, 1 pi would be, let's see, this is pi out here. So 1 pi would be there. 2/3 pi is going to be right around here. And halfway between those 2 points, we're gonna cross our midline. And then halfway between these 2 points, we're gonna reach our maximum, which is gonna be the vertical shift plus the amplitude. So we're gonna be up here at 3, somewhere around there. And then we'll reach our minimum between these 2 points, which is gonna be negative 3. That's the vertical shift minus the amplitude. So we get something that looks like this. And so for this one, since this one is multiple choice, that looks like it's going to be B for number 8, or number 9.